Every volleyball attack has a goal behind it, and while most players think the only goal is to score, the truth is great attackers know that there are different levels of attacking success. Sometimes scoring isn't possible, but that doesn't mean your attack has failed. In this video, I'm going to go through the 5 goal stages of attack in volleyball. These are the 5 outcomes you can aim for whenever you attack, tip, roll, or recycle. From the best case scenario all the way to the most basic but still important is the result. By the end, you'll know how to attack with purpose in every situation and how to avoid wasting good chances. Let's dive into the first and most desirable outcome. Score the point. This is what we all want, right? The best result of any attack is simple. You score the point. Whether it's a clean spike to the floor or block out of the hands, or a smart tip to an open space. This is the ultimate goal. When the ball hits the ground and no one touches it, or the defenders touch it but can't save it, or you hit the hands and the ball goes out, that's stage 1. But there is something important to understand here. You can't always force stage 1. You need to read the game. Sometimes the set is perfect. You've got one blocker and defense is disorganized. That's your moment to go for stage 1. Other times the set is off, the blockers are waiting, and the libero is sitting exactly where you want it. In that case, trying to force stage 1 might be a mistake. But whenever the opportunity is there, go for it. Be decisive, be aggressive. The more often you can finish plays with a point, the more pressure you put on your opponent, and the more confidence you give to your own team. Force and error. Now let's say scoring directly isn't realistic. Maybe the defense is strong or the set isn't perfect. That's where stage 2 comes in. Use the opponent, make it hard for them, force an error. Create chaos. This is where tools like block out attacks come in. You might not be able to put the ball down clean, but you can use the block to your advantage. Aim high off the hands, wipe it off the outside, or swing into the blocker's fingers with control. Or maybe you hit a tough angle that makes it hard for the defenders to pass accurately. Even if they touch it, if it goes into the stands or creates a poor transition, that's a win for you. Or you tip in front of the opposite and he's not well skilled to dive and defend the ball. This stage is about pressuring the opponent into making the mistake for you. It might not show as a clean kill in the stats, but it's still your point. It's still your success. Great attackers don't always hit around the block. They hit through the block in a smart way. They force errors instead of trying to be perfect. This is especially useful at higher levels where defenses are better and it's harder to score immediately. So remember, if you can't finish the point clearly, try to make it unfinishable for them. And I'm showing and teaching these types of attacks, when to use them, in my next gen hitter in attack crash course. Recycle the ball is all about patience and strategy. This is where you recognize that you can score now, but you can set up a better chance later. In volleyball, we call this playing recycle. It means deliberately attacking in a way that keeps the ball on your side or gives your teams a second chance. Let's say you are facing a double or triple block. You can hit high with medium power of the block, aiming for a controlled touch that your teammates can cover. The ball comes back, your setters resets the offense, and now maybe you've got a better opportunity to make a point. Or maybe you jump, set the ball with your hands to block. The ball is recycled back and your defense handles it easily. And now you get a second chance to build a stronger attack. This stage is not about being passive, it's about being smart. Recycling shows game maturity. It's knowing that volleyball is a game of momentum and flow. You are not just trying to end the rally, you are trying to control it. And you know that you can control ball only if you have ball on your side. If your opponent has the ball, you have to wait, anticipate, react, but definitely you are not controlling the action. This kind of attack is especially important in tight games where every errors count, or where you face huge blocks and your team needs to stay in the rally rather than risking getting blocked. I know it from my own experience. Smart players who learn how to recycle effectively don't just stay on the court, they win many games. Make it difficult for the opponent. Sometimes you can't score and you can't recycle either. Usually the set is off the net, you are not in a good position, tired in rally, the set is slow, or maybe you are out of system. You can also be off balance or the blockers are perfectly placed. That's when you shift to stage 4. Just make life hard for the other team. Play a shot that doesn't give them an easy chance to score. Hit deep to the back row so their setter has to defend it and someone else has to make a tough set. Tip to zone 5 in front of middle blocker so he has tough time to defend it well. Hit long diagonal so that outside hitter in zone 6 has to move and cannot bring the ball perfectly to the net. Make sure to roll shots to 5 meters behind the block. This kind of attack won't win you the point directly, but it disturbs their rhythm. It forces them to react, to adjust, to deal with pressure. Volleyball isn't just about scoring. Sometimes it's about controlling the flow of the game. When you hit a ball that makes it tough for them to run their offense, you increase your team chance of defending their attack and winning the rally on the next play. It's not flashy, but it's smart, and smart players stay on the court. No mistake. Now we reach the final stage, the most basic goal, but one that is absolutely essential. Don't make a mistake. This is your first and last option, your safety net. When you have no other choice, at least keep the ball in play. You don't hit out, you don't hit into the net, you don't try to be a hero in a bad situation, you play it in. That could be a controlled raw shot, a tip, a standing swing, or even just sending the ball with a bump, short or deep. Whatever it takes, your job is to give your team a chance. Why is this so important? Because when you make a mistake, your chance to score a point is 0%. When you play it over, even the best war teams will not score 100% attacks. So you still have 20 to 30% chance to score a point, or they can make a mistake. Remember, your mistakes ends the rally. One mistake gives the other team a free point. In some situation, a conservative play keeps your team alive, lets your defense reset, and buys time to get organized. I see often that young players often try to hit hard, no matter what. They think every attack has to be a kill. But experienced players know not every ball is a chance to score. Some balls are just about survival. That's what stage 5 is about. And if you can consistently avoid mistakes, your team will always have a fighting chance. So let's review the 5 goal stages of attack. First stage, score the point. Best case, clean kill. If the chance is there, take it. Second stage, force a mistake. Use the block, pressure the defense, create chaos. Third stage, recycle the ball. Be smart, keep control, set up the next attack. Fourth stage, make it hard for the opponent. Disturb their rhythm, force bad passes or poor sets. Fifth stage, no mistake. Keep the ball alive, let your team reset. These stages aren't just theory, they are how great attackers think in real time. Before every attack, you can ask yourself, what's the best possible outcome right now? If I can score, how can I still win this rally or help my team stay in it? And these questions and much more you can need to ask yourself before every attack. In fact, I have a attacker checklist, what to do before and after attack. It is part of my coaching in VIP Next Gen Hitter. Anyway, when you start thinking in these 5 stages, your game becomes more mature, more reliable, and more effective. You don't panic in tough situation. You don't waste good chances. You become the kind of player your team can count on, point after point. So the next time you are about to attack, remember, it's not just about swinging hard, it's about attacking with intention, with a goal, and with awareness. The best attackers don't always score, but they always make smart decisions. Which stage do you use the most in your game? And which one do you want to get better at? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like this video if it helped you understand the game better. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.